Bonjour, j'espère que vous allez très bien. Good morning, I hope you are all fine. Welcome to Covdor French e-learning. Today we are going to talk about hotel et réservation, which is hotel and room reservation. How do you do that? It's important in the sense that when you are traveling to a Francophone country, it will be good for you to know how to do the reservation to be able to tell the kind of room you want. So today we are going to talk about hotel and how to do a reservation. Our main objectives are description d'un hôtel, service de l'hôtel, réserver une chambre à l'hôtel, l'imparfait et son emploi. Comment on conjugue un verbe à l'imparfait. Exemple de conjugaison et exercice ou devoir. So our main objective are the following: how to describe a hotel room or a hotel, to talk about the services that one can ever have in a hotel. Now, how to reserve a room. In the process, we look at the tense called imperfect, the imperfect tense, okay, and when and how it is used. And we also have example of conjugation of verbs with the imperfect. Then we have exercises with a homework. So let us start. Description d'un hôtel, le type d'hôtel. So types of hotel, we have one, hôtel de luxe, généralement très cher. Hôtel de luxe 5 étoiles. We have hôtel prestigieux 5 étoiles. Hôtel pour la classe moyenne. Les chambres ne sont pas très chères, avec moins de confort. Ce sont des hôtels d'une étoile à 3 étoiles, okay, d'une à 3 étoiles. So we have the following rooms, you know, an hotel de luxe, where these are kind of luxurious hotel, where rooms are expensive and they are normally 5-star hotel. We also have hotel for the middle class, where rooms are not too expensive. They range between 1 to 3 stars. So we have the English aside. Okay. Right. Now, type de chambre, the type of rooms. La chambre avec un lit d'une place. La chambre avec un lit de 2 places. La chambre avec 2 lits. La chambre de luxe équipée de toilettes, réfrigérateur, fauteuil, TV ou Internet, etc. La chambre avec un salon meublé. La chambre, une chambre climatisée. Okay, so these are the English, okay. Room with a single bed. So the room with a double bed. Room with 2 beds. Large room equipped with toilet facilities, refrigerator, armchair, TV, internet, etc. Then we also have room with furnished living room, okay. Right, then you have room with aircon, but the aircon can be almost in each of these rooms. L'hôtel dispose des prestations suivantes. So these are the kind of services that you can have at a hotel. They are une chambre pour se reposer ou passer la nuit. Une chambre pour séjour court ou un long séjour. Un restaurant, le petit déjeuner et le dîner. Le déjeuner et le dîner. Un bar, une petite salle de conférence, grande salle de conférence. So you have the English version of whatever we said here. There a room to rest or to spend the night, a room for a short stay or a long stay. You have a restaurant, breakfast, lunch, and then dinner. So in the hotel, you can have all these facilities. It all depends on how much you are willing to pay. You have bar, small conference rooms, and then large conference or big conference rooms. L'hôtel dispose des prestations suivantes. So the things that you can have in a hotel, the services that you can enjoy in a hotel. You have a sports, or a hall for gymnastics, un terrain de sport, de tennis, de football ou d'athlétisme. On a aussi une piscine, une salle de spectacle. You can have these ones also in a hotel. A sports hall, a gymnastic for gymnastic, a sports ground, tennis, football, athleticism, a swimming pool, and then a performing hall. A reservation par téléphone. So how do you do reservation? You can have a reservation through a phone call, or you can also go to the site of the hotel to make a reservation. Sorry. On appelle la réception de l'hôtel pour se renseigner sur la chambre de son choix, le prix. Okay. So on a phone conversation, you call the hotel, and at the reception, you find out the kind of rooms that are available, their prices, and the kind of also services that you can also enjoy. Les différents services de l'hôtel, la réservation en ligne ou sur Internet. So, reservation through Internet. On visite le site Internet de l'hôtel, go to the hotel website. On dit la chambre de son choix, you see the kind of room that you want, describe the kind of room that you want. On indique les différents services désirés. So services that you need, you also indicate, for example, if you want a hotel where you can have your lunch and supper, or lunch and breakfast, lunch and dinner, whatever. A hotel with a bar or with a nightclub, with a sports complex, anything at all, you can indicate it. If they do have, then you go in for, but you have to be paying for those services. On indique la durée du séjour. It's also important to indicate the time or the number of days that you are going to spend in the hotel. On choisit le mode de paiement, par Momo ou virement bancaire. So you also indicate the mode by which you are going to settle the bill, either through Momo or a check or a bank transfer. Exercice 1. So exercise 1. You are traveling to Senegal for a business meeting. You call a hotel in Dakar to make a reservation. Write a dialogue in French about how you do your reservation. Do not exceed 150 words. Thank you. L'imparfait. So you are going to do conjugation. L'imparfait et son emploi. The imperfect tense and its usage. On utilise l'imparfait pour décrire une action récurrente dans le passé. So the imperfect is used to express an action which is recurrent in the past. Example, notre compagnie exportait des pagnes traditionnelles en Angleterre avant janvier 2022. So our company used to export traditional clothes to England before January 2022. It means they used to do that, but now, after January 2022, they don't export any longer. Quand j'étais enfant, je jouais avec mes amis à l'école. When I was a little child, I used to play with my friends at school. B. L'imparfait is used to express two actions that occur at the same time in the past. So in the past, two actions could have been happening at the same time. So for such action, you use the imperfect to do it. Exemple, quand maman préparait le repas, Juliette se lavait. So when mama was cooking, Juliette was bathing. So you see, the action of cooking and the action of bathing occur at the same time. Pendant le PDG, et pendant que le PDG parlait, les employés l'écoutaient attentivement. So while the CEO was speaking, the employees were listening to him attentively. So the action of speaking and listening attentively occur together. Comment conjuguer le verbe à l'imparfait? How do you do the conjugation of a verb in the imperfect? On conjugue le verbe au présent. It is important, kindly listen carefully. On conjugue le verbe au présent de l'indicatif à la troisième personne du pluriel, c'est-à-dire nous. So the verb that you are supposed to conjugate, you conjugate it first in the present tense using nous to conjugate that verb. Then. Ensuite, on supprime la terminaison ONS pour obtenir un radical qu'il faut utiliser pour faire la conjugaison à l'imparfait. So when you use the nu to conjugate in the present tense, you now delete the ONS of the conjugation that you have had in the present tense. What you have is now the root, which is la racine, le radical, that you are going to use to do the imparfait, the conjugation in imparfait. Enfin, on ajoute au radical les terminaisons de l'imparfait. Then the root that you obtain after deleting the ONS of the present tense using nu, you add the following endings to it. AIS, AIS for je and tu, AIT for il, for nu you add IONS, for vous you add IEZ, for il with S or L with S you add AIENT. Let's have an example here. Conjuguer le verbe partir à l'imparfait. How do you conjugate partir à l'imparfait? As it's indicated above, you have to conjugate partir in the present tense first. So this is what you have. Present tense, we have nous partons. So nous partons. Then once you have nous partons, you have now to delete the ONS, which is in red. Then it will remain the root, which is part, which is written in blue. Then you are going to add those endings to what you got in now, parts. So it becomes je partais, tu partais, il partait, nous partions, vous partiez, il partait. You see, it is so simple. So please, if you, for anything you want to still learn how to conjugate a verb in the imperfect, refer to this particular slide. Go over it, listen to it, look at the verb that you are supposed to conjugate, and apply these 3 steps, and you'll be able to conjugate it perfectly. Thank you. Let's proceed. Now I have a table of conjugation. You have the enders, and you have the verb. Chanter, parler, écouter. Ici, on étudier, manger, placer. We have finir, choisir, partir, venir, prendre, vendre. So I'm going to now conjugate the first 5 on the top. Chanter. Je chantais, tu chantais, il chantait. Nous chantions, vous chantiez, il chantait. Parler. Je parlais, tu parlais, il parlait. Nous parlions, vous parliez, il parlait. Please repeat after me. Étudier. J'étudiais, tu étudiais, il étudiait. Nous étudions, vous étudiez, il étudiait. Manger, tu eat. Je mangeais, tu mangeais, il mangeait. Nous mangions, vous mangez, il mangeait. Placer. Je plaçais, tu plaçais, il plaçait. Nous placions, vous placiez, il plaçait. Finir. Je finissais, tu finissais, il finissait. Nous finissions, vous finissiez, il finissait. Choisir. Je choisissais, tu choisissais, il choisissait. Nous choisissions, vous choisissiez, il choisissait. Partir. Je partais, tu partais, il partait. Nous partions, vous partiez, il partait. Venir. Je venais, tu venais, il venait. Nous venions, vous veniez, il venait. Prendre. Je prenais, tu prenais, il prenait. Nous prenions, vous preniez, il prenait. Vendre. Je vendais, tu vendais, il vendait. Nous vendions, vous vendiez, il vendait. Let's continue with a few other verbs. La chanter, sinon acheter, écouter, manger, placer, okay? And I think we conjugated them already. Fabriquer, what is it? Faire, regarder, fabriquer, prendre et vendre. So as you follow the example of what you just done, and be able to do this one also in this table. Then I'll just conjugate the faire, which is down there, the very first column, second row. Faire, to do or to make. Je faisais, tu faisais, il faisait. Nous faisions, vous faisiez, il faisait. OK? Regarder, je regardais, tu regardais, il regardait. Nous regardions, vous regardiez, il regardait. Fabriquer, je fabriquais, tu fabriquais, il fabriquait. Nous fabriquions, vous fabriquiez, il fabriquait. Prendre, je prenais, tu prenais, il prenait. Nous prenions, vous preniez, il prenait. Vendre, je vendais, tu vendais, il vendait. Nous vendions, vous vendiez, il vendait. Exercice 2. Faites une phrase avec chacun des verbes suivants. So make one sentence with each of the following verbs. Use imparfait. For example, manger, créer, transporter, expédier, livrer. Téléphoner, parler, faire, finir, aller, acheter, écouter, écrire. So, kindly learn how to conjugate it and use it to make a sentence. For example, je mangeais hier avec mes amis. Yesterday, I was eating with my friends. Okay? Voilà. So, this is just the example I can do for you. You have to do the remaining one. Merci et au revoir. Thank you.